Alright guys, so here we are, the heroes of the universe. Look at this thing. This thing is finally off the build plate, and again, one of the biggest problems with 3D printing is that when you take these things, you spent like a whole day printing them out when you messed up the settings. So it printed extra slow, and then you make the mistake of not being careful to take these things off the print bed. You could destroy them. And so don't do that. Don't do that. Always have the self-control, basically, to spend the extra time to really carefully take these off your build plate nicely. Don't just try to yank them off. That's one of the biggest problems. Also allow your build plate to cool down, which will make it a whole lot easier to remove from the build plate. Don't just get really anxious about, oh, I just printed my thing, and get burned on the build plate, because that will ruin your night or day whenever you wake up and find out that your print is done. So yeah, little tips from someone who's been in 3D printing for a long time. Anyway, look at this thing. This thing is beautiful, and I love the filament that I've used. This shiny silver. It's almost like chrome. It has this way that the light reflects off of it is pretty cool. Anyway, it came out near to perfect, and let's see how it might. I say might because this is not perfect when it comes to the sizing of this thing. It's not perfect. For the Kyosho, for instance, I would have to change the size here so that it matches this size here, and this size here would have to match this size here. But on something like the WL Toys, this is actually better. Let's see. Let's take off that little shell here, since I like this about the WL Toys compared to the Kyosho, is that they have a way to remove the shell quite easily. Now on the Kyosho, they want to keep it scale, so I think you can still take it off by removing these two screws. Should be easy enough, but I've never tried it, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's easier on the Kyosho. Keep it scale and all that. Now this should work nicely, or almost. You see, this fits exactly where it should, and this actually I have to shave some off if I wanted it to fit. So as I said, I printed it out at a scale that's a little bit bigger than 1/24 scale in this case, but if I was to print it out exactly at the right scale, then this would be perfect. But as I said before, this particular case I could just make a couple of holes and it might still fit. It won't be perfect because, again, see how much wider it is than the original? But heck, it's gonna look cool anyway. It's gonna look cool anyway. And I don't think anybody has a awesome Supra inspired RC car shell like this. I mean, yeah, pretty awesome. Anyway, that's the update there for the WL Toys. I think it's going to work really nicely. And I'll take off these two screws and see if it'll fit the Kyosho Mini Z too. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.